And the whole philosophy is that if they're out looking for referrals for you, you're out looking for referrals for them. So that's the giver's gain philosophy. That's the purpose and overview of BNI, and that's why we're here today, not just the excellent breakfast.
You know, one of the benefits of membership of BNI, besides the referrals we give and the business we pass, is the networking education that we receive. I'd like to call up Jose Iribarren to give us a educational moment.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
You know, this morning I was getting out of bed and the alarm literally almost threw me out of bed. Kind of like rolled over, thud, you know, on the floor. And as that's happening to me, I'm thinking, there's got to be a good reason why I'm waking up this early every Wednesday and I'm coming to meet people. And obviously, you know, besides the great relationships and friendships that we've made here, the main agenda when we came here was to get business. Now, over the next course of 12 weeks, we're going to talk about BNI fundamentals. And this week, I'm going to talk to you about what you shouldn't do, the don'ts, in order for you to be able to get business. In other words, if you do these things, you will not get business in here. Now, first one on my list is showing up late or multitasking in the meeting. Now, showing up late is a big no-no. For the most part, if we want to refer business to each other, we want to be able to trust each other. And we want to know that the people we're referring to you can receive the courtesy that you're going to be on time to the appointment that you've made with the individual. We want to know that you're providing your full attention to that person, that you're not doing other things, maybe texting on the phone and whatnot when you're in a meeting. So if you want us to lose confidence in you, then you get here late and then you multitask during the meeting. Second one is absence. It's not a big deal, right? Well, actually it is. We notice that little by little. That's how we create a relationship. We see you here every single day. You're committed. And the level of commitment you're showing to the chapter is the level of commitment you generally will show to the customers. It builds our confidence in the referrals that we're going to give you. Number 3 is, why invite your own guests? Just focus on those who show up. Wrong. We want to go ahead and pitch in. It's giver's gain. So we want to be able to bring people and involve people that we know into our group. We're giving out to those that we know, our family member, our friends. We want to give them this gift, what we do here every single morning. Number 4 is use other people's 60-second presentation to think about what referrals to give. That's very wrong. We're supposed to be very attentive of the other members' 60-second presentation. That's how we learn how we can give referrals to them. And they appreciate the fact that you're paying attention to them. Number 5 is focus on your efforts on selling services to members. Nobody likes to be sold, especially when we're here as a group. So when we stand here doing our presentation for either 60 seconds or a 10-minute, I'm not going to try to sell Tony on my services. I'm telling him what kind of customers I'm looking for and what the benefits of doing business with me are. But I'm not trying to sell to him. I'm not trying to sell to anybody in this room. Number 6 is not rushing to following up on referrals. One of the best things that any customer or anybody can feel is when you say, you know what, I need a roofer. And all of a sudden, once you make that first contact, within 5 minutes, Gary Chester called or sent an email and finds out, how can I help you? What's going on? Or same thing for any other kind of business that's going on here. And us, within this chapter, if I'm referring business to somebody else, and I think everybody can agree here, we want to know that the people we're referring to you are being taken care of right away. So that's a very important thing. Another big no-no is using one-to-ones to talk about the chapter. One-to-ones are structured or engineered, let's use that word if you can, for us to find out about each other on a more personal basis, on a more detailed basis. We want to know more about Ron's business, or people want to find out a little bit more about my business that they regularly do on the meeting. So it's a big no-no to talk about other things. We want to make great personal relationships, sure, But it's not to talk about our kids, it's not to talk about the golf tournament, it's really to talk about business and find out the ins and outs about each other's business. Winning 60-second commercials, big no-no. We want to know that you came prepared. We want to know that you put something together with enough time. That goes really for your 10 minutes. Because when you go see somebody who I referred to you, I want to know that you're going to be prepared. Just like Alexandra does. She brings out her big book and she doesn't, Windstream and blah, blah, blah. She's prepared. So we want to know that everybody here in this room that we're working with are prepared to meet the referrals that we're giving to them. Using your 10-minute presentation to explain minute details on how your business works. Your 10-minute presentation is supposed to be an overview of what you do. And it's not, to read it from the PowerPoint and to give us really, you want to go through it in a way that flows and in a way that people can really pay attention to you and it makes a lot of sense. And number 10, showing your grief to your table mates and guests. It's negative. It's not positive. We really want to be positive. And for us to trust each other, we need to know that the other person that we're trusting is a positive individual. So those are the 10 ways, best ways not to get business from BNI. Thank you.
Couple minor corrections, Jose. First of all, today's a good time to win your 60-second commercial because I threw in the meeting stimulant last second. And number 2, it's always a good time to talk about golf. Always.
Or Michael.
For Michael, yes.
Alexandra, can
Yes,
you
sir.
show us your business card?
Oh my God.
Alexandra is showing her business card, Caddy, and I point her out because hers is loaded with business cards. And in that business card, Caddy, Alexandra has business cards